Welcome to the nation.
We are Free Radical.
Yes, we are.
Not FreeRadikal Nation, but we could be if you want. We
You
were
are the
elected
nation.
by FreeRadikal Nation to be the band of the nation.
That's right.
So
So
I
the
got
last-
that in a dream.
So the last time we did this was 5 years ago. We just found out August
No, it
August
wasn't, was
of
it?
2010. Yes,
No.
it was. And it was back in an old place.
The doctor knows. He records all that in his head. 5
Yes.
years ago? Oh,
Everybody's
man.
good for this.
Holy cow.
So since then, we've
I
had
read-
first
yeah.
CD,
First CD,
Yep.
second one on the way.
second one on the way at the end of the. And according to Dick, Magic Dick, it's Sleeper Cell.
Now, the Magic One, our engineer, you have to almost beat the comments out of him. Like, if you're an excellent musician, he'll say, you know, we can work on this. Then he won't say nothing. And just pull back so you're thinking a lot. He actually said, I'm mildly impressed.
In a
And then I
very
got really,
straight-
that's it.
That was it.
That was no,
That is like greetings from heaven from Dick.
You know, he calls me the paragraph because that guy, The Situation with the abs, called The Situation, that guy from New Jersey, I'm called the paragraph because I just can't say hello and then shut up. You get everything. You get everything with the question.
It's all about buzz. It's all about buzz.
The name of the band really is Dr. Stephen Hutchins, his Free Radicals, and if you look down in the right-hand corner, there's my name. Featuring.
Featuring.
Listen, man, what blows me away is that I had the same vision when I was like 8. I heard a trumpet, the clouds opened up, there was this brilliant entity, looked kind of like a polar bear with a baseball hat on.
Right.
That's the only way I can describe it. And then I find out 20, 30, 40 fucking years later, you had the same thing happen to you
Yep.
in England, and I just can't fucking believe that at all.
And then
Well, don't believe it.
the spirit gods defined
It's fucking
it,
crazy.
and we came together. So
I thought you were my dad, but like the nicer dad, like the entity dad, not like the physical dad. You know?
but it is strange. I guess we could
That is-
recap
that's fucking strange.
how we started.
It's
just
fucking
in
strange,
case no one
brother.
doesn't know. Yes. So I put a little ad in Guitar Center. Jesus, 11 years ago now. Must be because it must be because we were 10 years next April. It's together. Looking for boomers to form a boomer band, and that was it.
That was it. That's
And
what
then
caught
this
me.
crazy dude picked up the number on the floor.
I saw the number. There were a few of them from the list that were pulled, like 2, and I saw one on the floor.
Yeah.
That must have been one of them, and then I guess someone else is probably still carrying it in his
Yeah.
wallet. Like
There was one other guy
There's
that
one
actually
other guy.
called me, and he was a keyboard player, and he was fantastic Coldplay.
you can be a
But we're not
fantastic
Coldplay.
musician, but if you don't blend in, you ain't shit. I mean, all the geniuses that are special.
Let me
get the fu-
translate. That means
get
you're
the
no
fuck
good.
out of here. We want the regular people that can blend in and hang out with
English
the guys.
translation. He says you're no good.
Steven's an outstanding guitar player. For a guy that hadn't picked up a guitar in 14 years, I was mildly impressed to say the least, to a
Just
point
mildly.
where 10 years later, it's just fucking awesome. 'Cause
Just mildly impressed.
I tell you what, hanging out by yourself writing books and shit, it's not as romantic as you might think. There's no one to hang out with, so Steven's an accomplished guitar player that I gotta have that, if we're gonna do these fucking songs. I just gotta have, it's gotta be a certain way, gotta be at a certain level, or it just is not gonna happen. Plain and simple. We got 150 original songs. Steven helps on every song. We've written just about every one together, so,
Yeah, very much so.
it's just one of those things.
So here we are. See, here we are.
And I
again.
shouldn't be too nice because people think I'm lying then if I'm too nice.
That's right. He's a bitch, really.
I'm a guy, he's a guy, we're not gay. But if I was, what a handsome gentleman here.
You're very handsome. Very handsome.
If I was, we're not.
Okay, so we have had some questions written in by the nation. That
Yeah,
our
actually-
cameraman Owen, who you can't see at the moment, which we'll get him on camera later on.
There have been some things
gonna
coming in.
ask us some questions.
It was very strange. I thought I'd go to Guitar Center and look around. I was looking for I played pro drums for a long time. I was still playing drums at the time, and I went to Guitar Center looking for I needed some drumsticks, and I also kind of been messing around with the harp and the flute and the guitar and all that. And I'm going, I should really, doing this by yourself, playing drums is like a motorcycle. It can get lonely, okay? I mean, it's like, boy meets girl, boy buys huge motorcycle for 40 grand. 2,000 miles later, wife says, sell motorcycle. It's in the paper, sold.
story.
Okay. So with all the drums and all that, it got where I just was drawn to this ad. It was just a little tiny ad. It was actually kind of like a piece of paper laying on the ground. And it said, call Steven, and I did. And that was 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Actually, it just happened. You follow the steps, you know. I went with my gut, and I kind of wanted to get with a group, but I didn't want it to be so structured where it isn't that we break all the rules, but we create them as we go.
Yeah.
You know, with our own limited belief system and put barriers around it. With him, you don't have to put the barriers around. You can, you know, kind of like twist a bit. You know, add a little color to it. So.
And that's how it started.
And he came over to my house, and we had one practice.
First song.
It was a terrible. I mean, I got my ass kicked. I'd never sang a note. He hadn't picked up a guitar in a long time, and it's hard to remember. But I know I wouldn't quit, and you wouldn't stop. I was just like wiped out.
Yeah, I think the definition was
we didn't have any songs or anything.
No, but we started.
We basically fucked around and drank coffee, and
yeah.
I after about 2 hours, I said, "Well, we'll see you next Wednesday," and he goes. Oh, me? Yeah, you did. You were like out. Yeah. You were out. Yeah, okay. I'll see you next Wednesday. And then he came next Wednesday, and then after that, it was like twice a week. Then it was 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And then I was coming over to his house.
And then the songs.
And his wife is really. I tell you what, I love his wife. She's freaking awesome. Okay. But anyway, one thing led to another, and now we're on our second CD.
Yes, we are.
But that was weird. Are you coming over Wednesday? You. You. I'll be back next Wednesday.
Yes, I will be back.
And you said it like you were never coming back. Yeah, we're coming back next
I'll be
Wednesday.
back next Wednesday.
Hold your breath. We're coming back next Wednesday. Phone call. And I tell you what, he was early. He's been early ever since.
Yes, I have. And late too. Yes. Well, the songs are interesting because they usually start with his words, a lot of them. Most of them start with your words, don't they? Yeah. And they are the scripts of life. I think they are the scripts of life. When you sort of listen to the words that Buzz puts in there, there's some strange stuff in there, but it's all real. It's all very real indeed. Comes from a lot of history, a lot of background, just a lot of rough and tumble of life and all that shit. So it was... remarkable how I would sort of come up with some music for him, and it just fits in perfectly, doesn't it? So it's like just merges straight away, and it's
meant to be.
Wow,
yeah,
that's what it's meant to be.
You need a cohesive crew to write successfully. You can't be fighting the current all the time.
Yeah.
So
and the scripts of life songs, they tend to be about things that are on the edge of stuff. It's not like the mainstream top 40 piece of garbage crap that a lot of folk. Hey, you no, it's about the edginess of life, isn't it? Edginess.
What I have here with the Doctor That's Gold is that people don't listen very much to me. I'm more of like an entertainment. They're either laughing at me, with me, at me, or they're afraid of me, or they think I'm crazy. The Doctor here, people respect him, and they listen to and when he keeps a straight face, he can get them to do about anything, which is amazing. So he can make the message more legible to the human race.
Right. With his convincing, people come up to me and
listen
say,
to you. Yeah,
are you really a doctor? You are a doctor.
I'm going, this is great. Somebody, he can explain everything to them.
Yeah. So I think that the song's getting back to the script, and it's to do. I mean, people seem to like these songs, down at Holly Springs and things like this, because they relate to. I think once they listen to the words deeply, the music sort of drags them in, but the words is what gets them. That's it. I can relate to that.
Tell you what, for some reason, the female kind out there really drift toward the Doctor, Are they seeing the end of the rainbow? I hope they don't, because we're in a hole big time, okay?
Prescription time. Prescription.
I hope they don't, because we in a hole, like, we way out there, yeah. Well, to control my ungodly appetite for anything that changes my mood, I took up bridge back in the 70s. When I wasn't making deliveries for my brother.
He's a bridge man.
Being a Hell's Angel and all, Yes. And I tell you what, the Dalai Lama, when he was a young man, he was a wild man. He was a guy that you'd nickname Machine Gun Charlie, He just wasn't the Dalai yet,
He's the Dalai Lama.
He was still going through the shit we all went through. Jumping over the fence at the golf course, chasing rabbits around with spears and shit, like at 2 o'clock in the morning. He was kind of busting out, but he wasn't the Dalai yet. And Julia was young. She was actually a little older than me at the time. Because she was she's a national hero, being a spy for the United States during World War II. And
Oh,
of
is that
course,
right?
Zappa. Yeah, Zappa is also a little. Believe it or not, he was a little older than us.
Right.
And his daughter and son are both very accomplished writers and musicians.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, Zappa was always out there. He was like a rap.
Zappa was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Zappa had like friends with him, so wherever he went, if you wanted 20 people with you, I mean, they followed him everywhere. They thought he was some kind of like he could have had his own religion.
Oh yeah, Zappa, the Zapperists.
And he didn't care about anything.
Yeah.
Loyalty
Mothers of invention.
was everything. Words are words. Love and fuck are just two words. Okay, it's what's in your heart. That was all about Zappa. And hanging out with those three, I figured, with me being the fourth character, that was the perfect bridge table. We could whip anybody. And watch out for the dolly. Because there's
dolly.
one cheating. There's one. The guy had a club flush in his toes, you know.
I'm meditating on club.
I tell you what, I knew that, but that was a strong foursome right there, pal. There's some people there who can play some freaking bridge.
So never play bridge with those guys.
Watch out.
Never play bridge.
Watch out.
Watch out for those guys.
That goes back such a long way. That is a good
Can't
book,
repeat
by the
them
way.
here. Cannot repeat them.
It's an awesome book.
Yes, we're going to heaven by the scenic route. We are going to heaven by the scenic route, we hope.
It's only 400 pages, but it's a good book.
That's right, yeah.
And
Very cheap, though.
there's a lot in there.
Nook download, $9.95. So some of the stuff that buzz, okay, it's hard to tell everything we do. I think there's just crazinesses in there, isn't there? You get people that come up to you in SIP at Holly Springs and ask you questions about shit.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked how many people come out of nowhere, total strangers, really big, huge, hairy guys, like lonely big bear types that
And they just-
give me a hog, and then like little old ladies, like with shopping carts and shit. They come to me, then they take a hard left. And they go right to the doctor and start talking about their life. And you're just standing there. You're actually on the phone or something.
Yeah.
When you get you get roadblocked by people. This is why I got to have the doctor around me all the time. Because no one does that for me.
I mean, there was that spell
so
that
with him
was all
around, we can
about-
get popular.
Like Mexicans would come up, wouldn't they?
Dude, they fucking love you. They can't get enough of you. You know, they really can't.
There's just been a lot of episodes where people come up. It's interacting with the nation. That's been the fun stuff, really. You know, people come up with start talking about their troubles, and he'll play them a song, and they're all happy.
People of all ethnicities. I'll shake them for you.
Ethnicity.
The people far to the left, the ones of different colors and all that. I mean, we're kind of like the color personality band. They seem to gravitate toward the doctor. We don't get your average white Joe on bologna and Swiss on white bag of chips and a Coke.
No, we don't. No,
We get these executive types that don't have any friends. They got a lot of money. They're at the very
Slice of
top.
guacamole.
And it's like their one time where they can meet some guys to get down in the trenches again.
Yeah.
It's like, and they're desperate for like just some kind of bonding.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what that's about, but it looks like that.
The guy
It looks
who-
like you got to talk to him. It looks like you got to talk to him one-on-one.
Yeah.
He'll be with you in a minute.
Yeah.
But they got to see the doctor.
It's the suit. Remember the suit with the BMW?
They got to see the doctor.
The guy in the suit with the BMW. He was another one.
Oh,
I love
dude,
you guys.
He needed work.
Yes.
That was a session. I mean,
Yeah.
I should have set him up. It's going to cost you $400.
Sit down.
But he will see you.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's a lot. Yeah, it goes on every time we play. There's always instances that come up with folks. So we like it. Love it. So now we're going to cut for a little bit and then play a song. I think next.
Yes,
Sleeper
sir.
Cell. Sound good?
Yeah. Whatever you want.
This is Sleeper Cell.
Cruise through time without a watch, empty faces full of thought, all parachutes sewn together, keep the gypsies out to bad weather. Royal blood within your dreams, warrior maiden, you're not like you seem. All that's left of kings and queens are poker chips and old blue jeans. Oh, we think you are a sleeper cell. Night your dreams alive and will. Listen to the song we're giving. Waking now and just start living. Waking now and just start letting yourself sing. how very popular you would be if you could wake up and see the comfort zones that built our lives keep most of us just hypnotized. We know you're different than you look. Don't judge us by the wrong turn you took. All God's creatures find it wonderful. With us you're not that unusual. Oh, sleeper cell, sleeper cell. Wake and smell the earth so clean. Win the race by standing still. Comprehend the song we sing. Sleeper cell, comprehend the song we sing. Oh, we were once a sleeper cell. Awakened, awakened from a darkened hill. Awaken, start living your day. Start living your day. We are FreeRadikal. We will sing and play. Awaken now, sleeper cell. Awaken, sleeper cell!
Sleeper cell.
Need you ask? When you look in the mirror, all right, when's the day gonna come when you just see a piece of glass you're looking at? You know, it's like one of those kind of things. When you shut your eyes and you're thinking about things, when are you going to realize that all you're seeing is blackness, okay? Beyond all that, there's a brilliant light in your head, and you can get there if you want. The thing is that when it finally happens to you versus you happening to it, when you see that brilliant light, like whether you're meditating or something like that, it's actually your light. It's yours, okay? I mean, it's something that God gave you, but you're not looking at God. You're seeing something that you own, you know? And to explore that deeply, you'll get closer to the source. You know, it's a gift. It's a gift.
But sometimes the light is a Mack truck.
Heading very fast
for you
through your backyard
Avoid
after
at all
it busted
costs.
down the fence.
I like to think some of our songs are the light for people, for the nation.
Tell you what, they are the light. You know, when you
Round and
encompass
round.
it, the light is yours. You got to look at it this way. Take 2 grams of hash and drink a bottle of tequila and the light goes out.
The light goes
Then you'll know what the light is. Then you'll know what it is. Because it won't be there. You know, usually we're all after the fact. So, kind of a soul
I think the
thing.
lighthouse is everyone's minds. It's just shut off sometimes. It just needs to be
Yes,
percolated
yes.
back
Yeah.
up. And
Our abstract thinking on at a logical level really kind of muddles things up, you know? Like, everything is pretty much a mirage from what just happened a brief second ago. It's
Yeah.
really gone already.
that's right, yeah. There's
And,
only
you know,
the now. There's
It's
only
in
the
the, yeah, pretty much. The part of the light is in there too. I mean, there's just a component there.
Yes,
A lot of the songs reflect that.
I think they do. Cobra.
When I first
Take
moved,
this one.
when I first moved down here in 04, there was a lot of footsteps and stuff in my attic. The house had been vacant a while. And I finally had a dream. This really big black guy in a white tuxedo.
300 pounds.
Oh, more like 4.
Okay.
Big,
400 pounds.
big. Said, I'd like to live here if you allow me to. And I said yes. And so I've got this spirit guide named Cobra in the attic. But he's a good bass player. And for some, we don't know who he is or what he is, but he personifies himself as a really large brother
Yes.
that got hit by a car or something. And he kind of like hangs out with us in the attic and he helps us write music. He's
Yeah.
a blistering bass player, just ungodly good.
And I think if you see the first CD, that was one incantation of him on there. The Reverend
tell you
Cobra
what.
Carlisle.
I tell you what, he's not happy usually.
Yeah.
You know, but he hangs with us all the time.
Yes, he does.
So I just got a feeling, you know, he protects the house. I think the cats love him. They can't get enough of him. He could be a big dragon or
And
a
he
lizard.
can play some mighty bass.
I have no freaking clue. You know,
He can play mighty bass.
my kitty cats, they love Cobra. They do.
Cobra Cat.
You know, he makes sure the windows are locked and shit like that. But he's been influential on lots of songs.
He's here right now, I think.
He might be. I don't
Might be
know.
here.
I can't see him, but he can get away with us not seeing him and be here. But I
you know when
can
he's
always
there,
I
yeah.
see him at the house.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he stays out of the way and leaves my wife alone. So that's
Cool.
good.
That's good. That's good.
Because if he bothered my wife, I'd have to get the Bible and shoot his ass right out of the chimney so freaking fast. You know, I mean, he knows that. He's tough, but he ain't that tough. You know.
That's right, boss.
This one, written by the doctor and me a while back. Once again, we were on that train coming back from Washington D.C. We have a lot of fans in Washington. It's more of an indie thing. For the capital city, there's a strong underground movement there that seems to appreciate our music. Prince and Priest of Love and Lies.
A king is turned into a toad, some kind of molecular overload. Teapots whistle, a star explodes. Rain clouds hunt for dusty roads. How prince and priest of love and lies turn to frogs when the sun arrives. Some kind of molecular overdrive. Just rituals keeping love alive, yeah. We are in the forest to see the trees, smell the earth sped into praise. Curtain opens, yeah, we stood to ancient pillars of sin, yeah. Prince and priest of love and lies, dark, dark. Oh, the queen has made you a knight today. Rise, sir knight, begin to pray. Wear a mark on your face. All that see you will bow, sir, praise. Who some say we are the missing link, diamonds in a dirty sink. Some kind of Antarctic out in nowhere with lots of people trying to get there, yeah, trying to get there. Oh, purple velvet lines our cloaks, daggers glisten and smoke. Let's aim far around our necks with golden helmets on our heads. Shout our name, but hear it wrong. Oh, whisper words and hear a wind song, yeah. Curtain opens and here we stand, two ancient pillars of sin. Prince and priest of love and lies. Oh, baby, dust with the sunrise. Some kind of molecular drive. Keeping love alive. Prince and priest of love and lies. Prince and priest of love and lies, yeah. Prince and priest of love and lies.
I think we have some answers for some questions of life.
We attract a colorful bunch, I'll tell you that
Yeah,
right
we
now.
do, yeah.
Most of the down and out types that seem to hang with us turn out to be quite well off after a while. They're unusual folks. Just because they're unusual, you know, just because Van Gogh sold an ear to a best buddy doesn't make him all that crazy, does it? Well, yeah, it does make him all that crazy, but nevertheless, you know, we get those kind of people that it might be a long time from now till people realize just some of these crazy bums that hang with us are pretty really talented.
Oh,
and they just seem to gravitate our way. Those are members of the nation.
Yeah, I think they listen to the songs and at first they don't pick up on it right away. It takes a few listenings and then it's almost like, something jumps out at them, I think.
The beauty of it is with the doctor here, I funnel the most serious cases his way, and he kind of just straightens them out a little bit, With a couple of the doctor's theories, there's only two kinds of energy. This is straight from the doctor. Incoming and outgoing, okay? If you look at life that way, all the other stuff is crap, okay? Get rid of all of it, all the luggage. It's coming in, it's going out, all right? I mean, how you want to share it, how you want to transfer it and decipher it. If you want to make it bad energy, you can. It's up to you,
Right. We hope it keeps growing as well. So, Eskimos, watch out.
There's some women of the nation that are pretty interesting. Kind of like woodsy types, I think you'd like them.
This one's called Round and Round. All right? I want that strong, handsome, beautiful. More than not, you're trying to blend in and be cool, yeah. Things you weren't back then we're happy to announce. If you were 200 pounds of pot, we would have sold you by the ounce, yeah. Alright. Around, round, don't fall down, don't sell yourself by the pound. You just might see a friend out there. It's all okay, cause they don't care, yeah. We know you weren't the luggage handler for the trips you never took. We knew you weren't that popular to get the second looks. No, you're not a pauper, nor are you a queen or king. We see inside your soul free radical, cause we love everything, yeah. Alright, round, round, don't fall down, don't deny yourself this energy profound. You ain't the one came first in anything, you wound up every radical we sing. You never saw your UFO before. Did you ever see a fuller brush man at your door? You're not the tax dodger, only to always get caught. You never got popular for the fights you never fought. Oh, don't let the sun go down. It can live inside your head. Gypsy Joker with a frown. We're living as if we're dead. Wait, I think we just said a lie. Our love but hate has met the time. We're the ones that gladly state, we gladly state, you're all ours, we'll take you as is, and we think you're great. Free radical and we take you as is, we think you're great. Round and round we go, yeah? Round and round.
We blast off on it.
And the immediate future is the new CD.
I'd like to push that a little bit instead of going straight underground or South American, where the last CD. I mean, there's lots of gigs we couldn't take down there. did it on a lark and Skyped it, and we just have a lot of people that would love to hear us. I think this CD, I'd like to push this one more public.
Yeah.
You know, maybe
I think
through a
that's
radio
immediate.
station or something like that.
Yeah. And then of course this the video. Just
The engineer
push
wants
some of it.
Dickie, Magic Dick, the engineer. He wants us out there. I think
Yes, yeah. in
he's
fact,
he's ready now.
Yeah. What's the place?
He's
Carey?
ready now to have us out there.
Carey, what's the name of that place that you talked about? Carey.
The Carey Theater,
The Carey Theatre.
like a 6-string cafe.
Yes, the guy that used to run the 16 Cafe, he is now the music director at the Carey Theatre. So
You got to remember, like,
Dick said to us, "You need to go and see him."
yeah.
Which, if Dick
I
says
will.
that, you know,
And yeah, that's definitely on the cards. The doctor and I kind of like put this group together in a comfort zone. The main focus was to be comfortable. So all the people that love us, we make sure they're comfortable. We don't say go do this for a life, don't do that for not a life. Limited belief systems wherever you are.
Right.
You can live in that
be
corner
comfortable
of
where
the
you
world
are.
that you be comfortable where you are. That also involves us like not really pursuing a lot of gigs. It just mostly comes to us, but I think we're going to ramp it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wouldn't mind getting more uncomfortable.
Let's get to the uncomfortable zone.
Yeah, and starting to get more public eye for us out there.
Yes.
What do you think, Doc?
I think so, yeah. I think that's right. So that's the immediate, the CD, perhaps the Carey Theatre.
I see
And then
a
next
couple
year-
CDs after this one.
Oh, God,
We
yeah.
just have a lot of material.
Yeah, we just have to record a lot because it's 150 songs-ish and counting, and we just have to get that down.
And you know, it's like there's a lot of them in the dust that we revive as we get the
Yeah.
music part together. But the new stuff keeps coming too, so we rotate.
Yeah,
You know.
new stuff, like Round and Round is an example of that. So, yeah, keeps coming. We're looking forward to it.
You guys are awesome. I want to thank you
Yes.
for having us.
We'd like to thank you
a lot
for
of
letting
people
us
don't.
into your homes.
A lot of people don't get a chance to talk to us, and we don't get a chance to talk to them. So we love you guys a lot. We really do. Without anybody that listens to our bullshit, we have nothing.
That's right.
We're just
and
two
we are
guys.
nothing.
So the more you listen to us, the more attention you give us, the happier we are, because then we get to give you more crazy stuff or songs or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But we enjoy doing
To
that.
get you through your life.
It's our way. It's our way of saying we care. We care.
Yes, we care very much about the nation. So.
Go for it.
Sha-la-la. Alright. You're right at the rope, time of day, yeah. Sha la 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 la. Get a friend to those that go astray, yeah. Sha la 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 la. So tune out the static noise, yeah. You got to let the big dog have their day, yeah. Big dog have their day, yeah. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, yeah. Ooh, find the time to justify, see the nothing that you would. Fill yourself with crazy sayings and grins. You're the hope people seek, and you can be a stranger from afar. The shot will be too big for some. You're our lady superstar, yeah. Sha-la-la-la. Da-da. what's in your mind. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, yeah. Can you feel the words that it's trying to say? Trying to say, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Oh, chasing your tail in this red race never makes you happy. And the peaky mountains, we need love real bad, yeah. The pain machine folks live in can be filled with love and laughing. It's only on the outside we look a little sad, yeah. A little sad, we do. Sha-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-ya. Sha-la-la-ya. Sha-la-la, sha-la-la, yeah.
Is it time for the epilogue?
Would you like a reading, a quick reading?
A quick reading. How about that?
Okay.
Buzz is going to read. The world according to Buzz.
This one is called, the lesson today, children, is called Common Enemy, okay? And this is right out of the Free Radical Gold Edition. All right, leather bound. You ready? Here's our lesson. A common enemy is what we need to clear the bad air and cure the bad seed. The whole world united as one for the good against an arch enemy that's misunderstood. Okay? At times of great peace, we all hate each other. We have that disease about killing your brother. We need a good fight against the bad entity so we can unite and be totally free. Okay, then there's a chorus. Of course, the doctor will come up with something like, a Pepsi commercial that is absolutely perfect. Ready? We will be strong with great motivation. Then the next words, we will destroy for free radical nation. Then there's a little harp solo. Then, we are quite weak without rhyme or reason. Like a house without heat where the bed bugs are freezing. Everyone sits on their own little shelf. Without hatred united, we might hurt ourselves. Then it goes, if I say blue, you say green. That's plenty of reason to kill us both clean. That's all we need to drive us apart. Our egos are monsters and not all that smart. Bloody from running away from it all. Oh, okay, hang on. Pull back.
Revision.
All the great loners that hate everybody have grease in the stove and feet that are bloody. Bloody from running away from it all. Bloody well right, we don't give them a call. But with a common enemy, all has changed. Our best pals, the loners, are not all that strange. How is their love for a world so deranged? You might, we don't, because we have changed. Get that one. We will be strong with great motivation, destroying the bad guys that threat on our nation. Free Radical Nation.
Free Radical Nation, yes.
Okay, so give us this ditty. We'll give you this ditty to give us a start about all the oddities that drive us apart. Like claiming to be a tough guy you aren't, or never returning your spent shopping cart, or wearing a blue sock, the other is black, and mowing the lawn to show your butt crack, or saying dumb things like your wife's hands look old. But failing to see your own teeth with green mold. Ukrainian swim trunks look stupid on you. Your back is quite hairy and your penis is blue. The little blue acorn, hip hip hooray. Now can you hate me for the things I say?
Dun, dun.
Suddenly now, all is forgiven. We're loving each other and life is worth living. We all look alike and kiss our own asses. The square root of one. We are one with the masses. The right way we humans can get along best, give us an enemy that we all can digest.
Yeah. So we're going to bury that for 2,000 years, and it will be the Book of Buzz.
Yes, Father. Yes. Proclaim this to everyone. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Hello?
Let's say bye to everyone.
Hello?
Bye, everyone.
A king is turned into a toad, some kind of molecular overload. Teapots whistle, a star explodes. Rain clouds hunt for dusty roads. How prince and priest of love and lies turn to frogs when the sun arrives. Some kind of molecular overdrive. Just rituals.
Wait a minute. My uncle. My late uncle. Pizza at Mike's house with Alice. Next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. Can we have pizza with Mike and Alice next Tuesday?
With Coke? With Coke?
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Duh.
Okay. We're back. Next question.
Cash. Cash. Show me the cash. Show me the cash.
Next question.
I didn't realize how sensitive this stuff is. It's really sensitive.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that means that we can, like, he can hear us when we're talking.
Shh, you can hear us.
Lie to me. Lie to him about that thing. Don't tell him the truth about that.
Okay. Wait a minute, it's shooting.
Oh, your turn. Lie to him. Don't tell him the truth. Frank.
All right. So, last question for both of you. Finally, what does the future hold for Free Radical and the nation?
A senior home with plenty of support.
Lines are cloaks, daggers glisten smoke.